לפני שהגעתי הנה הייתי לוחם, ובשבועות הראשונים לשירותי ביחידה שלי בסיירת מטכ"ל איבדתי חבר יקר שנפח את נשמתו, מת בזרועותיי. אתם איבדתם חברים והמשכתם הלאה. That we would achieve breaking the fear barrier, that we would initiate, that we would attack, that we would find ruses, that we would surprise, that we would decide. Who would have believed we would do all this? I believe, because I believe in you, and the people of Israel believe in you. But the achievement, our greatest achievement, and only a blind person would say there are no achievements. There are immense achievements. I haven't listed them all because I'm sparing you. You're in the blazing sun. It will take a long time to list them all. But there is one immense achievement, and it came in the two amazing operations, Am Kalvi and Lion's Roar. We removed an immediate existential danger from over our heads, because if we hadn't acted, Iran today would have atomic bombs to destroy Israel, and we removed this threat to ensure the eternity of Israel. There are still missions to carry out. There are. There are still things to do against Iran. There are still things to do against Hamas, although they don't have much capability to do anything. They know that we, a few weeks ago, under my guidance, that of the defense minister and the chief of staff, we eliminated one of the architects of the massacre. Actually, the commander of Hamas is Adin Haddad. And do you know what Hamas's reaction was? What was Hamas's reaction? Zero. Nothing. Not a bullet, not a rocket, nothing. Because we did a lot. But there is still more to do. Also in Hamas, also against Hezbollah, also against drones. We are working on this with full force, with full energy. But the achievements are immense. And these achievements were acquired thanks to our heroic soldiers and commanders who charged at those who wish us harm in the south and north, everywhere. No obstacle stood in their way. Not terror tunnels, not nests of terrorists, nor old border lines around which the hungry beasts gathered. I visit the field often. I met there some of you as fighters in the maneuvering brigades. I was deeply impressed by the spirit of victory that pushed you forward with courage, with determination, with resourcefulness endlessly. This unbreakable spirit accompanied me on my way back to the meeting room of the War Cabinet. And it helped me. It gave me a lot of strength to stand against pressures from abroad and pressures from home. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. The pressures from abroad included stopping the supply of ammunition during the war. And who like you knows how important that is? And I was forced to say to our American friends, they asked me, how will you fight? And I told them, if we must, we will fight with our fingernails, but we will fight and repel the enemies and strike them. A double blow. And so we did. And there were also pressures from within. There were also pressures from within to stop in Khan Yunis, not to enter Rafah, not to seize the Philadelphia corridor, not to continue on to Lebanon, to Syria, and of course also not to Iran. Your strength, your heroism, your fighting spirit gave me and my colleagues a lot of strength to stand against these pressures. And I want to thank you for that. In Gaza, in Lebanon, in Yemen, in Iran, and also in other places open and hidden. They felt the blow of our arm very well. We fundamentally changed the rules of the game in our region. And I repeat and say, first and foremost, we changed ourselves. We broke the fear barrier with momentum, with initiative, with offensiveness, and our iron fist came down on anyone who raised a hand against us. In the wild space in which we are planted, one clear truth echoes. This is an ancient truth, and woe to him who forgets it. He who rises to kill you, rise early to kill him. Don't give them the opportunity to kill us. We live in a turbulent, stormy, barbaric Middle East. And this rule, which not everyone recognizes, I think most of the nation recognizes it. This secures our future. This ensures that in the end, we will also achieve peace with some of our enemies, as we did. The state of Israel is stronger than ever, more determined than ever, bolder than ever. We are gripping the Gaza Strip from all sides. More than 60% of the Strip's territory is under our control. We restored security to the Gaza envelope. The Western Negev is blooming and prospering again. I remember saying we would do this. I think I said it at one of the course graduations here. And there were those who said bad things. That's fine. They talk. We don't talk. We do. Because the combination of the military power with which we struck Hamas, the territory we seized around them, the Philadelphia corridor that doesn't let them arm themselves, and the huge civilian effort of tens of billions of shekels to bring momentum and revival to the Tcuma region. This has led to the fact that today in the Gaza envelope there is the highest growth rate in the state of Israel. This is the image of victory. In Lebanon and in Syria, we established buffer zones that prevent the danger of a ground invasion. We pushed those who seek our lives back many kilometers. Our forces are sitting on the crown of Hermon. I met here some of you, and you are going to be on the crown of Hermon. A spectacular view, but above all, it's a view that guards our security. We dominate southern Lebanon from the peak of Beaufort, and we will remain as long as required in the security zone in southern Lebanon. We are not about to withdraw from it. And I'll tell you why too. Because we moved from controlled areas to controlling areas, and we will keep these controlling areas as long as required. We will protect the residents of the north from there and all citizens of Israel. The defense minister and I clearly instructed the IDF, you have full freedom of action to thwart any threat to our fighters or to the residents of the north. We trust you. On the chief of staff, on our command team, on the division commanders, on the battalion commanders, company commanders, on each and every one of you, we trust you to act correctly, and we give you all the necessary backing. And as for the evil regime in Iran, I will only say this. With an agreement or without an agreement, as long as I am Prime Minister of Israel, Iran will not have nuclear weapons. Under no circumstances will we allow Iran to develop nuclear bombs. Honored guests, as I told you, finished here at Bahad 1, my officer's course. I was a fighter. I was sent here. I returned as a commander, and I must tell you that what I learned here helped me not only as an officer and commander, it helps me to this day. You acquired very important knowledge here, and I am sure it will serve you in the course of your lives. Not far from here, up these stairs, on the wall of the base headquarters wing, the picture of my brother, Yoni, is displayed as he receives the outstanding cadet pin from Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin of blessed memory. I mention this specifically now because the day before yesterday marked 50 years since the daring operation to free our hostages from Entebbe. In Operation Yonatan, the amazing capabilities were expressed of Israel's fighters, and in particular, the dedication to the goal of IDF officers who call follow me to perform the mission with uncompromising excellence. Also in the Entebbe operation were returned all the hostages home, except for one, Dora Bloch of blessed memory, who was in the city of Kampala and was murdered the next day on the orders of the dictator Idi Amin. The rescue operation in Entebbe gave Israel and the Israel Defense Forces eternal glory in the war on terror. Justice triumphed over evil. Hope defeated fear. And as then, so today. Israel is at the forefront of the struggle against barbaric fanaticism that threatens the free world. We are a small country indeed, but we have very great power. Power in fighting, power in technology, power that helps establish alliances with countries in the region and beyond. Above all, we have what I see here on this parade and in this stand. We have human power, and it is represented here in this status. Dear officers, the new mission awaits you. The consciousness of command from the front will guide you. The personal example you set for your people will engrave in them the willingness to act together at any time and in any place. I met last week graduates of another officers course, a reserve officers course, reserve soldiers in their 30s, in their 40s, some in their 50s. And this shows the amazing spirit. They leave their families, their children, some their grandchildren, and they come to be officers in the Israel Defense Forces. And asked me, one of them, Prime Minister, where do you see the state of Israel in 30 years? And I told him, I do not pretend to be a prophet, but I think I know what decides in our region and more in the whole world. The strong survive. There is no place for the weak. They are preyed upon and disappear. And I see in 30 years the state of Israel even stronger than it is today. Thanks to people like you, thanks to our spirit, thanks to all our capabilities, and above all, our fighting spirit. And this is the big change we brought about in the history of our people. Because until the establishment of the State of Israel, we were like a leaf driven by the wind. We were beaten in country after country. They slaughtered us, they exiled us, and when we returned to our land, we established a state, we established an army, and we restored the defensive capability of the people of Israel, our ability to defend ourselves by ourselves. You embody this capability. You, the commanders, guard our independence, ensure our future. You serve as a fortified wall for our country. Thank you and success from the bottom of my heart.